Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for North Dakota Today on this Wednesday, halfway through the week.
Yay.
I'm Lisa Vidot here with Chris Berg.
So
I have a crazy story to tell you. Or if you want to start, you can.
No,
but
go.
I don't think you're going. I don't think you're going to
crazy
beat me on
story.
this one. I was just talking to the director. He was asking me about it in my ear because I sent some pictures last night. Well, my husband would say I never really go off the clock. I'm constantly kind of a news junkie. But the news kind of was happening in our neighborhood last night. So the girls were still outside playing, and all of a sudden I get a call from a friend, Laura, and my neighbor, and she's like, "Get the girls inside right away." I'm like, "Oh my goodness, what's going on?" All of a sudden, there was a massive police presence. Well, it looks like some of the Cass County and maybe Clay County, must have been Cass County Sheriff's deputies in our neighborhood, blocking off the entrances in and out. And then canines come in. Apparently, there was a robbery at the Jimmy John's, which is in West Fargo, not too far from Costco, if you know the area. And so they say the suspect or suspects ran into our neighborhood. At least one of our neighbors said they did see someone running, and then in the neighborhood groups they were showing Ring video cam footage of, well, I think the stuff that I did see was like the officers chasing someone. So anyway, luckily, and my youngest was actually outside riding bike. They're probably riding bike and or skateboarding because they're it's summertime. So, but they're smart. They came running inside. We're like, "Mom, there's a bunch of police cars outside." I'm like, "Okay, stay inside, lock the doors."
Yes.
I don't really have a lot of information. No one was hurt. We have a call into police even this morning, but it's kind of one of those, just with the world we live in right now. I was thinking, my goodness, you don't know. I still haven't got it confirmed if it was an armed robbery or not, but you would hate to think that someone would have any kind of weapon trying to get away from police. And my daughter's just skateboarding down the street like, oh my goodness, what's going on? I live, we all hopefully live in a pretty nice, safe, community, we think. But anyway, I think it was kind of all locked down for about an hour. I'm not sure if anyone was arrested. And then, I'm texting my neighbor and texting Mike Morgan. He was at the station and he's like, "I'll put a call in." And he texts me back. It's like, "Confirmed. Jimmy John's was hit." And I'm like, "Thanks, Mike." And then shortly after that, Valley News Live, car came in there. So, but yeah, and then so we're like, "Get in the house." And my husband, once again, I told you the other night he was on tornado duty in case we got a twister, so I could go to sleep. Last night we were all inside with the doors locked, and he was outside, and he was like going to the neighbors like, "Hey, make sure you lock the doors." Big John and Chris and Elizabeth, and so anyway, and then as a mom, then you're like, "Oh, girls, nothing's going on," So I'm like looking out the window because I didn't want them to get scared, But we're like, "Oh my goodness, do you see anyone? Look at your ring cam," and I think whether it's a bank robbery or Jimmy John's, they have the canine to try to get the scent and the track. But when you see a canine and police officers tracking a scent in your neighborhood, it's like, this is real.
So what time was it at? Like
8 o'clock.
Oh.
Yeah, it was 8. So I want to say at least it was closed off for about an hour. My sister was leaving my parents' place. She's like, "What's going on?" They're like kind of blocking off, in neighborhoods there's not many entrances, and so I was like, "Oh, I'll find out." So and then, well, because it was 9 o'clock, I was like, "Well, I got to stay up for the 10 o'clock news to see," and Katie Opperly was reporting live from outside the Jimmy John's. She didn't have a lot of information, and when I called this morning, it was a different police crew that's on than last night. So anyway, we're hoping to get some more information, but as far as I know, no one was hurt, so it was just kind of one of those, the neighborhood put on high alert, right? So my night, okay, top that.
I cannot top that. That is like, I mean, you see a couple of cop cars out there, it's uneasy, right?
Right, yeah, even two. You see two cars in a short amount of time, you're like, "Oh, something's going on." But then when you see a Cass County Sheriff and a couple of other squads and a canine. So anyway, it was a wild night.
Wow.
Fun.
Budo Hassel, you aren't off the clock ever, are you?
I was like, "Do you need me to report live?" Mike, I will cover this for you. I actually did not offer that up. And we have a great night-side crew, so, but anyway.
I'm glad everyone's safe and sound so we can,
Yes, exactly. We can kind of laugh about it now because luckily no one was hurt. And hopefully we'll get you more information on what happened at Jimmy John's, and hopefully it wasn't armed, but.
I mean, and obviously I don't do this, but it just seems like such a strange spot to pick to, rob, right? I don't know.
And I would think they ran the wrong direction, like you'd get on the interstate and go versus running into a neighborhood. I don't know. And maybe they ran that way and then crossed the, Cheyenne River or something. I don't know. I don't really think like a
I was just going to
criminal,
say. But we definitely want the deets from you tomorrow. So
okay,
you're gonna have
I'll
a
work
full-
on it. I
full
know. I
report.
can't let this go as a reporter. Okay, much lighter story, but we've been talking about Michael Jordan a lot too. Did you see this? He is super competitive, obviously, whether he's on the basketball court or on a boat. We have some video of Michael Jordan, apparently some kind of fishing tournament this week, and he pulled in this blue marlin. Guess how much it weighed?
1,200 pounds.
442 pounds, which I guess is still
Dang,
big.
yeah.
But there it is. Have you ever done anything like that? The big fish.
I've went out before, but I was pretty young. I didn't realize how seasick I get, so I don't do a lot of deep sea fishing. It's not a great experience for me or the people with me.
You turn a little green.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I wish I could do that stuff.
I
though,
think
but-
it would be cool too. I've gone on a couple of cruises, and I always get a little seasick too.
Do you really?
I have to take a lot of Dramamine, so I probably won't be doing fishing for big blue marlin anytime soon.
I was going to say, I'm pretty good just sitting on the beach. Like that I can do really well, right?
I got that down pat for sure. Okay, I'm excited to talk about this. This is a flashback to everyone's favorite, Bill and Ted. It's time to party on. Can you say it like Bill and Ted?
No, I cannot.
Well, Bill and Ted face the music in their next adventure and prepare for some heart-pounding moments in tonight's episode of the hit CBS show, Game On. Nichelle Medina has more in this morning's Eye on Entertainment.
Get ready for an excellent adventure. The time-traveling duo Bill and Ted are back.
Bill and Ted, what have you got to say for yourselves?
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter star in Bill and Ted Face the Music. Now middle-aged, the two struggle with the fact that they didn't succeed in saving the world like they planned. Bill and Ted Face the Music arrives in theaters August 21st.
I thought I'd finally get the chance to be myself.
Navigating the ups and downs of high school, a new Hulu series, Love Victor, follows Victor, a teen on a journey of self-discovery who's adjusting to a new city. The series is a spin-off to the 2018 film, Love, Simon. Love Victor streams on Netflix on June 19th.
It's been a live stream of mine to be hoisted that high in the air.
James Corden and soccer superstar Landon Donovan join the fun tonight for Game On, the sports comedy competition show on CBS. Corden joins Team Gronk while Donovan is on Team Venus.
It's essentially a really big entertainment show with the biggest sports stars in the world doing sort of crazy and silly things, and we hope that it's fun for all the family.
Watch Game On tonight on CBS. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Nichelle Medina, CBS News, Los Angeles.
I'm super excited for that. It looks like one of those family-friendly shows, too. I think that's why I love America's Got Talent, The Voice. Now, Game On looks like a good one, doesn't it?
I think I'd last about 2 hours with Gronk, but it would be fun to go out with Gronk one night, wouldn't it?
It would, for sure. All right, stay with us. Coming up next, another great family-friendly event. We're going to be talking with the Parks Department next here on Something Fun for Your Family.